or your fate is sealed.
Welcome once again, my fellow manipulators of digital fate. I'm Richie, this is Capricorn. Today's video is my first ever sealed run for Modern Horizons 3. We did this during early access. It was a ton of fun. I think limited might be my favorite way to play this set. I don't usually upload a lot of limited content to YouTube. It's mostly just my constructed deck techs, but I do play a lot of limited over on Twitch. So I'd like to know, leave me a comment down below, would you like to see more limited content on the YouTube channel, more curated limited content, whether it be sealed or draft or what have you? Or would you rather me just focus on my deck techs like I always have, with maybe just one of these popping up every now and then when it's something special like this? Let me know in the comments because I'm really curious what the community would rather me focus on. But with all of that out of the way, Sealed was super fun, and I'm just going to show you exactly the steps we went through, putting the deck together, playing the deck. It was a ton of fun, so let's check it out. Let's just jump straight into Sealed, learn the format, get that out of the way, and we'll do the damn thing. So we're just going to do another Sealed deck. Alright, Emrakul, Dreamtide Whale, Amphibian Downpour, Flare of Malice, Sylvan Safekeeper, Sapphire Medallion, Crabomination. Alright, so Emrakul, Crabomination, Flare of Malice, the Whale, and the Downpour all look really good. Safekeeper, maybe. Let's check out the lands. Ruin someone's day, exactly. Sink into Stupor, Bogart Traveler, Suppression Ray. May pay X, choose up to X creatures tapped this way, put a stun counter on each of them. So definitely not red. Pretty much is what I'm getting from this. Like everything but red. Let's check out our uncommons. Let me check our red to see if I disagree. Ghostfire Slice, Meteoric Mace, Frogmere Enforcer. No, I don't feel very bad. Let's see. Double the number of counters on each creature that had a counter put on it this way. Don't think we're in counters. Got a Titan's Vanguard. Scurry of Gremlins. Solar Transformer. Let's see, we got a Battle Wagon. We've got a Depth Defiler. Whenever a token you control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life. Victimize. Victimize with an Emrakul, let's go. Brain Surge. How about white? We've got Decree of Justice. Manifest the top card of your library. I mean, do we want to return permanents we control to our hand? Maybe. Maybe not. Modified creatures you control have lifelink. Proliferate. Alright, so we're definitely in some kind of a proliferate deck, right? With the Dreamtide Whale. Oh, we're gonna ruin someone day with Emrakul. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're focusing on, I think, proliferation. We have a few different ways to proliferate already. So +1/+1 counters, things of that nature are going to get good. Play the Slith. Seems kind of wild. Expanding Ooze is really good. That might be worth going green, just for the Expanding Ooze. And the Faithful Watchdog. I think the Lurker and the Tusker are decent too. Honestly, it's kind of the black that's... The black's a little bit underwhelming. But we have a bomb in Crabomination, and then we've got our best removal with Flare of Malice and Breathe Your Last. So we end up playing Abzan, Splash Blue. That feels better to me. I am a man of the people. Alright, this looks fine. We don't have our blue, but we sort of expected that to be the case. And we will deal with it. Looks like we're probably going Glyph Elemental on 2. And Expanding Ooze on 3. Which honestly is a pretty darn good line. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Grixis. I think my biggest flaw is when I'm building limited decks, I tend to drag it out a little too long. I have a little bit of an OCD with like just needing to make sure every single option is considered, and sometimes I just feel like it takes me a lot longer than other content creators to actually get through the deck building process. Alright, we're gonna start with Plains. It's gonna take a little bit to get to our splash, but man, if we get this Dreamtide Whale down, good God. Alright, we're gonna play the Glyph Elemental. If it doesn't die, it'll be a 3/3 next turn, which is pretty sick. Absolutely. Alright, so we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna do this. And then no attacks. Dude, we could double landfall next turn and turn this into a 5/5. While fetching our blue source. That seems pretty gnarly. Solar Transformer. Another Expanding Ooze. Oh god. Good grief. Alright, we're going to adapt, we're going to swing, we're going to target itself. Go to blockers. Alright, we're going to sack this. Grab our island. And hit for 10. Good God. Glyph Elemental? Glyph Elemental is where it's at, guys. Obviously calculated dork. I think I need more coffee. Basking Brood Scale. Good card. Do we play this as a land? Well, I highly doubt we're going to have a second blue anytime soon. Do we just play the Dreamtide Whale? Alright, we're going to play this as a land. Oh, we can pay the 3 life. I forgot. Let's do that. Yeah, we'll just do this. Tap you. Swing with 2 6/6s. You're at 4. This deck's insane. Really what pushed me over the fence to playing it as a land was that it was going to trigger the Glyph Elemental with the landfall. But you were right! We got the blue source! I would be really sad if you redeem no coffee right now. Whoever redeems no coffee anytime in the next few hours is literally going on my shit list. I'm gonna hold a grudge. And I don't mean playfully. I mean like... You're not gonna be happy. This is kind of bananas. Double spell. Proliferate. Let's go. Oh god. Ridiculous. Like, what do you even do? What do you even do? Dreamtide Whale. Alright, so no white mana. That's gonna hurt us really bad with this and this. If we can draw into it, that would be really good. We are on the draw, so we are gonna see more cards. I'm gonna try and keep it. It might be a mistake. But I'm trying. That is literally the last thing we wanted to draw. Another forest. Does not help us at all. Ridiculous. See if he'll trade. Under normal circumstances, we wouldn't want to lose the Safekeeper. But because we're so desperate here to not just get rolled over by this guy, getting some of his aggro off the board to buy us some time would have been preferable. Obstinate Gargoyle has flying as long as it's modified. Alright. Please give me a land I need. Ow. Well, at least we have something we can play next turn. Pass the turn. He's probably just going to adapt the trainer so that he can swing with both. It'll get flying, so it'll get +X/+X. It'll be a 4/4 flyer. And this will be swinging as a 3/3. And we'll just have to take 7, which is rough.
Get away from her, you bitch!
Exactly. Exactly. It didn't trigger? Oh, you didn't exert it. Interesting. I guess that kind of makes sense. Something at least. Pass the turn. Maybe I should have swung with the safekeeper. Ow. No. That's really rude. That is really, really rude. But like, what am I gonna do? You know? I'm trying desperately to stay alive here. Desperately. Desperately, guys. Gotta just take advantage of whatever I have on the table. We do have a colorless mana here. We need to save it for the right time. If we draw another land, we can use it to play the Defeated Gargantua. And that would help us draw cards to recover, so... Although we've got to do it quick because we lose life when we do it. So, I don't know, we'll see. We shall see. At this point, I think we might just chump block with the Safekeeper, though. We have to save our life so that we can draw with Gargantua. And he's got a flyer too, so... Just really, really bad. Not having white mana early really hurt us this game. Well, there's a landscape. Problem is he's got flyers, right? Big nasty flyers. We can shut him down with blue, but it's gonna take a whole extra turn to get to our blue. If we play this now, he swings in for at least 3, we go to 6. Or we fetch the blue or the white. Shut down 1 with the blue. I think this is our best bet. No attacks. And we just let him swing for 3 and hope that that's all he can do. Uh-oh. We're dead. We're dead. We are so dead. Honestly, we had insane, like, if we could have curved out with this stuff, we would have had a ridiculously insane board. Like, Evangel and Watchdog early would have been bananas. But we just didn't have any white mana. Let's take another look at our mana base really quick before we go into the next game. I'm pretty sure we're at where we need to be, and that's just a roll of the dice kind of thing. So we have slightly less land, but we have more ramp, we have more fixing, have the best chance possible to play Emrakul while still doubling down on our proliferate synergies. Let's see, green, black, blue, no white. We have a white source here. Slow, but we can keep it. It's slow, but we can keep it. I'm gonna Seething Landscape and find a blue source first. Radio Ravnica. And then depending on what we draw, we might drop the Suppression Ray as a land next turn. Because we want to be able to cycle the Tusker on turn 3. I mean, having the Safekeeper down isn't going to do a lot for us, right? I think cycling the Tusker is better. Contaminated Landscape. Pass a turn. We don't have to do it yet. We can leave our mana open, make him worried about maybe having counter spells, that kind of thing. Lelia, the Blade Reforged. That's not good. When it attacks, exile the top card. You may play it this turn. Whenever one or more cards are put into exile, put a +1/+1 counter. Oh boy. We need removal. Removal. Amphibian Downpour. That's just what we need to do, right? Do I take a chance? No, because he's gonna want to hit a card and exile it before he plays anything, right? Like, I could turn the 0/1 into a 1/1 if I cast Amphibian Downpour now. It might not even be worth it, though. We'll just pass the turn. That being said, if he goes to attacks, we're just playing it. And we're just hitting the one creature. We're not going to let him exile more cards. We're not going to let him get more +1/+1 counters. It is what it is. Take 2. Swamp. Gargantua. Swing with the Safekeeper. And the turn. Now, Safekeeper keeps Gargantua alive, and we're probably just good, right? Theoretically. We took care of Lelia. 2 damage to each creature and planeswalker your opponent's control. That is unfortunate. That means we also can't block Lelia, but I mean, it's just for 1 turn. Not a big deal. We can adapt it to draw 2 cards. I think that's what we do first. Honestly. Utter insignificance. Probably want to hold off on that. Do we just start swinging and racing? I think we do. We've got 2 different things that can act as removal. I think we're just sacking the landscapes to thin out our deck. We're gonna have to find swamps, I think. Oh, there's only 1 swamp, right? And there's only 1 island, which means we have to find plains, but we have plains in our hand. I don't think we have any lands to search up. Honestly. I think we've got A plains we can find. That's probably it. So we probably only sack 1 of these, to be honest. But I mean, still, thinning out our deck is thinning out our deck. It's not awful. Just trying to decide if he wants to kick this or just play them both. Did not kick it. Every little bit counts. Yeah, that's our last land that we can fetch. Which means Flooded Strand is useless. Oh my god. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could do 1 of these, not both. We don't have any energy right now. Tap a creature, put a stun counter on it. Or we can exile this damn thing and play the Battle Wagon. I think this is just better. We are racing. He gets a Spellgorger Weird token. I can't believe how much we flooded out. With the last land we flooded into being a Flooded Strand. How much flooding? Yeah, Fuzi, I'm gonna run your deck exactly as you built it. Since we're on an unlocked account, like, I don't have to worry about wildcards. The only reason I'm so critical of edits under normal circumstances is because I have to worry about my wild card allocation. Which eventually won't be a problem. Once the channel's self-sufficient and I just get 4 of every card when the set releases, every time a set releases, that's how it'll normally be too. I'll just run whatever you want with literally no consideration. To start. Alright, we're gonna pass. Alright, he does nothing. Nothing! So stupid! When a modified creature dies, we get to manifest. So that's cool. We'll do some of this. We'll do some of this. And we're gonna pass the turn. Or do we want to attack with the 6/6? He would have to trade multiple creatures for it. I kind of like that. He has to lose his Sky Claw and 2 other creatures. Okay, he's just gonna chump. I'm fine with that too. End the turn. Now we can crew this and block as a 5/6 with Guardian of the Forgotten. I mean, honestly, we're pretty close to a point where it's not going to matter, Fuzi. I'm working on some sponsorship opportunities right now, and if they work out the way I think they're going to work out, the channel will be where it needs to be, to just be full-time and not have to worry about any of that stuff. So, we shall see. Alright, Fledgling Dragon comes in. Don't think he can swing. Let's make some energy! Ooh, Glyph Elemental. Bestow. Bestow. Is it better to bestow? That's the question. Probably. And probably on the Vigilance creature. Let's see, we could tap something down. Don't think we want to do that though. We're gonna do this. He knows we have 2 things we could sack. Well, maybe he's not being smart. Come on, I'm hovering it. No. Alright, well, we'll settle for 3 for 1-ing. And then getting our Glyph Elemental back. And getting a face down. It's Emrakul. Manifested Emrakul. Amazing. If he can put 2 more cards in his graveyard, the dragon gets big enough to swing, and if he does, we tap it down with the Battle Wagon. I mean, it's really hard for him to just not lose this next turn. We can tap down a blocker, And we're really wide, so... A manifested Emrakul. 6, 7. We only need 3 more mana. You get 3 energy, pay any amount of energy, and it deals that much damage. I mean, it doesn't really matter, right? We just win. Jesus. My allergies, bro. Alright. I think he was trying... I don't know what he was trying to do. Like, he didn't have lethal. I don't know what he was trying to do. He could have held back those guys as blockers because he didn't have lethal. This looks good, I think. Landscape on 1, forest on 2 for a brood scale. Do we want black? So maybe we actually suppression ray on 1 as the orderly plaza. Either way, this is keepable. I think we play orderly plaza on 1, forest brood scale on 2. And then we have all of our colors, except for black, so landscape probably fetches black. Although we might just use it for colorless mana for now. So that we can play some more stuff. Like maybe cycle a warped Tusker. Geek for all, MTG. The heath is windswept, I hear. Alright, brood scale down. So now the question becomes, do we adapt? Envoy of the Ancestors. Modified creatures you control have lifelink. Alright, so we'll hit for 3. We'll end the turn. And we're probably going to fetch black here so we can play Expanding Ooze. Serum Visionary, sure. Although we probably end up playing Envoy of the Ancestors first, right? Because of the lifelink. But we will fetch the black. Evangel. Jeez Louise. I don't think we Evangel yet. Dude, there's so many options. There's so many options. I don't know which is better. I think getting down the ooze first might be better. Like, gaining life with the Envoy would be good, but we're so far ahead. And his first creature is a Serum Visionary. So that tells me we don't really need to race as much. If we were against a more aggressive deck, I think I would prioritize playing the Envoy there and bumping up my life total. But because we're not, I think being able to turn this on next turn, as well as playing the Evangel, is just going to be the most value. +2/+2 and Mentor, huh? So we can turn this into a 1/1. Proliferate. Okay, so no matter what, we need to do this. I think we do it like this. Play the land. Do we want to enter tapped? Yeah, we want to enter tapped. And then he has to trade for 1. I guess it probably would have been better to do Utter Insignificance instead of the Evangel. I guess that was... Yeah, I think I consider that a misplay. We could have waited until he blocked and then Utter Insignificance to Unicorn. And... Or the Visionary with the Unicorn attached. And just kind of blew him out. And kept both of our dudes. And they do. We're gonna have to Utter Insignificance that guy for sure. For sure. We really need another white source. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Make a dude, make a dude. And then we'll swing with it. And if he tries to double block, we will Utter Insignificance. Oh, I probably should have. Is what it is. He gets to draw 1 card. So we kill all of his dudes, we gain 5 life. Seems pretty good. if we can get one more spawn token or one more land, we can Decree of Justice for 2, which will be strong. I guess cycling a Warped Tusker would do that, or even just playing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, but we'd have to use our spawn tokens to play it. Better to cycle it, I think. Would we rather have a 6/8 reach or a 4/4 flyer? That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. Guess I'll just do this. Swing, swing. Put you at 1. End the turn. That might have been a little bit of a greedy play, but I think it's alright. We can Decree of Justice for 2 right now. If we play the Tusker, we can Decree of Justice for 3 afterwards. But that's if we don't use our Eldrazi spawn to play it, which I don't think is possible. Nadu's back. Back again. It is pretty powerful. He gets to target something, right? No, it just has to go right back onto the battlefield. If he got to target the Nadu again and get another landfall again, that would have been an insane play. Man, we are so close. So, 1, 2. Do we sack 1 Scion token to play a Tusker? I think we do. Honestly. Does have reach. Sure, Foozy. The real question here is, do we swing? I mean, we just win if we swing, right? He doesn't have any life gain. I mean, he's gonna blow us out and kill some stuff, but he's got 1 mana. 1 mana to stop our lethal. I don't think that's enough. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Alright, let's dig in. Bandy boy. Bandy boy, you good? Bandy boy want a snack? Does Bandit want a snack? Where's Bentley? Where's Bentley? Where is he? Oh, hi, Bo. Lack a saddle. Okay. We've got our green, we've got our white, we've got our black or blue, which we're gonna have to be careful about. We're definitely waiting to crack that after we play Glyph Elemental, right? I believe yes. We'll keep it. We definitely don't want to crack this until after we have the Glyph Elemental. Ooh, and another one. Black, blue, black, blue. So one can fetch black and one can fetch blue. Sounds good to me. The question is, what are we playing on 3, right? That's my one real worry. What are we playing on 3? Got a Nightshade Dryad. We don't really have a 3-drop on 3. And it's a little bit concerning. If I had not been greedy and played one of these on 1 and fetched a Swamp, turn 3 we could have played a normal land, triggered this, and then played the Ooze, and then turn 4 we could have played the other fetch land and cracked it, triggered the Glyph Elemental twice, and then adapted the Ooze and swung, which would have been insane. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm out of hard drive space. Holy schmoly. Give me a second, guys. Damn it! Damn it! The worst possible timing, man. I'm in the middle of trying to fix my hard drive space problem so I could start recording again. And I missed my whole turn because of it. That's huge. That puts us way, way behind. Way, way behind. Way, way behind. We would have been in a such a strong position right now. Oof. Alright, so we absolutely have to play Utter Insignificance. So we'll start with this. Weird. Now apparently he's having the same issue. So we're gonna utter insignificance the territory color. Either in response to him trying to play a land. Oh wait, we can't respond to him playing a land, can we? Get out of here. Get out of here. There will be none of that. There will be none of that. You down. La Casa del. It's gonna generate a mana. Interesting. What's he gonna do here? Nothing. Okie dokie. He's gonna need 5 energy in order to get it back from his graveyard. We have a suppression ray ready to go. And if we don't need to cast that, we've got Expanding Ooze. I feel pretty good. We do need the black, though. Do need the black. Alright, so do a little bit of you. And do a little bit of you. Hi. Could we play? Maybe he thinks that I was being a salty jerk earlier, and not that I was having technical issues. Although I feel like he shouldn't assume that, given that it's early access, right? Like, only professionals get invited. So, I don't know. I don't know. Breathe your last. I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. This is going to find black. This is going to find white. That's the plan. That is the plan. We might even just keep that for now. Well, we don't have any other landfall payoffs, right? We might as well just search it up. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this guy. All I can assume is that he thinks I was salt roping him earlier when I was going through my issues. Which clearly I wasn't. And now he's trying to, like, give it back to me. I don't know, man. I don't know. Pass turn. So we can either suppression ray it or downpour it. Downpour is probably better because that still leaves us with the mana we need to adapt the ooze, which will let us add more counters to the watchdog and let us gain a lot more life from envoy. But who knows, we might even draw into something better. Nyxborn Hydra. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Definitely gonna have to suppression ray. Well, do we want a suppression ray? We're not swinging for the win yet, right? So maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe we'll just do this. And this. And pass the turn. So this actually becomes a 6/6 if we use Amphibian Downpour on it, right? Void Pouncer. A kicked Void Pouncer, which would become a 3/3 if we use the Downpour on it. So we're gonna do it, because we get to storm off as well and hit the Dryad, which kills the Death Touch. And now our opponent's going to be really mad, apparently. I mean, it's possible he just has a really bad connection and he's actually getting lag every time we're doing stuff, but We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, given that it is early access. Alright, so block here, take 5. I like it. I don't understand. Sink into stupor. You could return the Hydra at instant speed. That seems really good. So we'll do it like this. We'll gain 11, go up to 23. End the turn. Hopefully he casts something first. Could also cycle the Lurker if we need to. Each opponent loses 1 game. I don't think he can swing, right? He needs to hold back a blocker. Oh, we don't have the double blue. What was I thinking? Let's just do this. What was I thinking? Guess we'll just tap everything down. I don't understand. Hi, this makes for bad content. This is an early access event, which is the whole point is content. So I made one mistake earlier. I had a technical issue. Could you please stop roping me? I don't understand. It's the early access event. Why would you do this in the early access event? I mean, there's a chance that when my rope went earlier from my technical issue, when my hard drive became filled up, that he might have interpreted that as me salt roping him. But it only happened once, right? So you'd think, at the very least, with it being the early access event, you'd think he would err on the side of caution and assume the worst and not the best. I would think at the very worst you would think, okay, let's see if he does it again, you know? But not just assume the worst right away, given that you have to be kind of a professional to be invited to these. I don't know, it just seems weird. There's no issue on our end. All of our issues are sorted. We don't get disconnects anymore. It's possible he could keep getting disconnected, but I mean, I doubt it. let's see, we could 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 to proliferate. But I think it's just better to suppression ray. Yeah, we'll just do it. We'll just do the thing. Although I guess I could have Dreamtide Whale and Suppression Ray if I was smart. Because I could have sacked the Eldrazi. And he freaked Avatar? No. It's an elemental. Kind of hilarious though. Yeah, this is weird. But he clearly is. I don't know why. Yeah. Well, it's just like, it's hard enough to get into these events, and I know other content creators that I think should be here that aren't. So I hate to see the wrong types of people. Like, if you're just in this because, oh, this will be fun. Because I get to do it, and it'll be fun. And you're not really, like, taking it seriously. You're just, like, selfishly, like, I just want to have fun. Like, that's not what this is for, you know? Like, yes, we should all be having fun, but, like, it's about showing this to the community. It's about respecting each other so that all of us can create content and grow our channels. Like, all of that takes priority over, like, I just want to do fun things, and now I'm going to feel bad because I'm not able to do my fun thing, and I'm going to be a jerk. Like, that's not what early access is. This is a professional thing. Like, there are plenty of people who would love to have a slot in this and be invited and take it seriously and be professional about it. And there's way too many content creators that don't take it seriously enough. On both sides of the spectrum. On the, oh, I get to get into this thing, so I'm just going to screw around and do it for fun and then get salty. And then there's also some of them that are just like, oh, I'm invited, but I'm busy, I have so much going on, so I'm just going to pop in for like 2 or 3 hours and just... When another content creator would be super grateful and do way more for way longer and get more out of it, you know? So it's like, it just always rubs me the wrong way, knowing that there are other deserving content creators out there that aren't getting slots, when the people that do get slots don't take it seriously and don't respect it. Yes, everybody make decks. Make decks for me. I would prefer Timeless because I think people will be more into seeing Timeless than Historic, personally. I think we keep this. We fetch white with the Landscape. And then, yeah, this hand seems kind of insane. Seems kind of insane. So we're going to start with that. We'll pass a turn. We'll fetch our white. What do we play first? I think we play the Watchdog first, because turn 3 can be Envoy. Turn 4 can be Broodscale, adapt Broodscale. Although if we Broodscale on 2, turn 3 we could adapt Broodscale and play Watchdog. No, we couldn't, because we'd have a colorless mana. Yeah, let's just play the Watchdog. It's a strong turn 2 play, so I mean... Force him to have removal. And he does. We just want to make something really crazy. Like, really, really good. Sky's the limit. Do we play the brood scale? No, we'll just play the envoy. Trying to use our mana as efficiently as possible, and it's kind of tricky. Maybe we just play... We could play the Guardian of the Forgotten. Just to have a 4/4. Oh god. Oh god. Here we go. So when it dies, you get a spawn token. That is wild, isn't it? Trying to think of the best way to line this up. And it's tricky. I think we just need to make sure the 3/3 can't swing so that we can hold him off long enough. Otherwise we're taking 7 damage, and that's bad. That's very bad. So then we can play out the brood scale, adapt the brood scale, and outlast the envoy. And then if the brood scale trades with something, we get to manifest the top card of our library. Never mind, he's just got the removal. Man, this guy's got everything. Just perfect curve, perfect answers. I don't think we can catch up, guys. Do not think we can catch up. We will try. We will certainly try. Pass turn. So I think we're gonna have to trade our 3/3 for his 3/3. Gain a little bit of life in the process. Or we could just take 7. Let's... You know what? I'm gonna take a gamble. I think trading our 3/3 is delaying the inevitable. You gain a life for each of its colors. That's unfortunate. Now we don't get to gain the life back. My whole plan was we gain the life back. That's rough. That is very rough. 7. Warped Tusker. Helps. Is it enough? I don't know. We will find out. Is he out of removal yet? 2 Breathe Your Last and a Wither and Bloom. In a sealed deck. Not in a draft deck. In a sealed deck. Crazy. Oh, you son of a bitch. We die no matter what. This thing dies and gives him a spawn token. He has 2 spawn tokens to sack. Drains us for 2. We're dead. Which means the only way we don't die is if we do this and this. We can't kill his things. We can't kill his things or we die. Emrakul. So close, yet so far away. We do have a million chump blockers. But they are 1/1s, not 0/1s. Yeah, there's no way we win this game. Man, this is like... This deck is, I feel, more tuned and consistent than a draft deck. And it's sealed. If this was draft, I would think, oh man, he got super lucky and got past. Like... He's got all the stuff he needs to go wide. He's got the payoff for going wide. He's got ridiculous removal. Like, he's just got literally everything you want for this deck. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. Well, there's nothing we can do. Right. Best we can do is this. And then he just sacrifices the Eldrazi to kill us. It's sealed, Striker. What do you mean copy the deck? Alright, we're 4-2. We're 4-2, but that deck was crazy. That was like better than a draft deck. Or maybe he just got super lucky and got all of the most consistent, you know, cards like right at the top of his deck. But it played perfectly. It played almost like a constructed deck. Not quite, because of the power level of the cards, but as far as its consistency and how he was able to curve out and having insane removal to lean on, it was nuts. Alright, we have no blue. We have no green. But that seems kind of fine. We will keep this. I think we're going to play Suppression Ray as a land, but we're not going to play Trawler as a land. That's what I'm thinking. Gives us access to blue if we need it. Let's get a creature down. Even though if I did play the Solar Transformer, then theoretically... I could have double spelled. I think we want to play the Whale so that we can double spell next turn, right? Well, here we go. Put a stun counter on it. That's really rude. That is really super rude. Oh, it comes into play tapped. I'm such a dummy. Now I can't double spell. That was such a waste of a turn. I should have just played the Guardian. Man, it's almost like it's a new set or something. Good God. I forgot this came into play tapped. The whole reason I was playing it was to double spell. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate, man. Super, super unfortunate. So we've got 6 mana. Now we've got no problem double spelling. When it dies, make a 3/3. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. Now I don't even know what to do. I don't want him to make a 3/3, that's for sure. That's for sure. We just need that Slith to get through once. We could turn on lifelink. We got plenty of first strike potential. Oh God. That is a big boy with trample. A big boy with trample. How do we stop it? That's the question. Three is not going to be enough. So we'll bestow on this, play the land, play Envoy, and then swing. And then we're just gonna have to take some damage, but we're gonna gain 5 life here. So we should be able to tank some damage. Put us at 5. Ooh, that's not good. At least we get our Glyph Elemental. Would have been way better if we had Guardian out already, though. Would have been way, way better. Emrakul. We're at 7 mana. Seven is not enough. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not good. Not good, my bros. No attacks. Not good. Deem inferior. Second from the top or on the bottom. We'll just put it on the bottom. It's not going to help us. So dead. So dead. They both got trample, right? Doesn't even matter. Woof. Woof. Yeah, he just had everything. As soon as he had that reform down, I was like, there's, like, how do we get around that, you know? We had to get one of our removal spells that turned it into a 1/1 and loses all abilities. That's the only way. But then he just started getting multiple must answer threats, and at that point it's like, we can't keep up. We can't keep up. So 4 and 3. That's fine. Thanks so much for checking out my channel. I'd like to give a huge shout out to all of my patrons over at Patreon. Without you guys, this channel would not be possible, so honestly, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your contributions. If you haven't yet, like and subscribe. The more likes we get and the quicker we get them, the bigger this channel will grow and the faster it will grow. I'd love nothing more than this channel to become something very special for you guys, but it's entirely up to you how fast that happens. Also, if you'd like more deck text, that's somewhere over there. And if you'd like to see what else the channel's been up to lately, that's somewhere up that way. Also, subscribe, circle below, do all the things.